that I think everybody's pretty excited about. This matchup here at 149, the number 3 ranked T.Wilson for NC State against J.Finesilver, ranked number 13 in the rankings this week.
I think this is the matchup everybody is looking the most forward to in this duel. No question about it.
Wilson wrestled at 141 last season for NC State, named a 2021 All-American. ACC champion at 141, was a finalist the season before, so he has certainly been there. And then, of course, for J.Finesilver, he's put together a really nice season for the Blue Devils. And Glenn Lanham saying that the season for Finesilver is to prepare him for nationals. Don't really care about the dual meets, care about putting kids in a position to get on the podium at NCAAs.
Great low single there from Finesilver, but T.Wilson's not going to give up the takedown that easy. Gets back to his sprawl, starting to get his hips back. You see Finesilver still has it locked, so I would say advantage Finesilver, but it's pretty close to 50-50 here with the way Wilson's been able to sprawl that leg back.
But Finesilver's not going to be overwhelmed perhaps by this moment as we go back to neutral. A lot of top 25 matches on his ledger already this season.
Oh, he's been going through an absolute murderer's row in his last couple matches. He had All-American John Milner from App State in his last 2 matches ago. He had Zach Sherman of UNC, a guy that's given him a lot of trouble in the past in his last time out. He had Josh Edmond of Missouri, who's nationally ranked before that. So, I mean, and he's been going toe-to-toe with these guys. He got the win over Sherman. He got the 1-point win over Edmond and lost to Milner.
And the win last week over Sherman, a sudden victory decision as well, and his first win over a top 20 opponent this season. And he became the second Blue Devil with a top 20 victory. The other, his brother. So the Finesilver is leaving a lasting legacy on Duke wrestling, not just this year, but for the last several years. Final minute of the first period.
You see Wilson in on that single, had it up, but Finesilver is a phenomenal scrambler, great defense, and now he's got him back down on the mat, kind of more in a 50-50 position, and once again we get a stalemate. Finesilver's really good at, I mean, he's good in all areas, but he's really good as a scrambler, so I think that's one of the keys I'm looking for in this match. Which one of these two guys, because T.Wilson's hard to score on now too, which one of these guys is able to get his takedown and, more importantly, finish?
So what's the strategy there? Take us inside of the cat and mouse game that's going on between these two guys.
I really think you got to stay fundamental and create angles. And right there, I thought Finesilver did a great job, going low, coming up, and then going low again and shooting in. You see how deep he is. Now again, T.Wilson's not going to give that up easy, but Finesilver's in a great position right now.
15 seconds to go in the period.
And this is where T.Wilson's length comes into play in a major way. You see how long he is, and you see how flexible he is as well.
And that's the period.
A lot of action for a 0-0 first period, in my opinion.
If you had to score that period like a boxing match, who gets the advantage in that first period?
I got to give, because of that exchange at the end, I would have to say 10-9 Finesilver there. Luckily, we don't have judges.
We don't.
Scorecards
No,
here.
we do not.
I don't think they trust me with that responsibility. Finesilver out right away to start the second period, takes the 1-0 lead. And going right back to his offense. Gotta love that if you're Duke. Not waiting around. And this is where T.Wilson almost likes to lull you into like, oh, I just got my hand on my knee and I'm not really going for it, and then he'll just strike. So you can't fall for that trick. As I'm sure T.Wilson has caught that with many over the years.
Wilson 7-0 this season. Picked up a 4-0 decision last time out. This will be his second top 25 matchup this year. Defeated Edmond from Missouri in an 11-8 decision back in late December.
Yeah, common opponent for these two guys. Both beat them. Finesilver was in a little bit of a closer match, 11-10, but both of those, that's a lot of points there. Pat Papalizio liking that T.Wilson is going towards his fakes there. And look at Finesilver.
2-point takedown there for Finesilver.
Great job wrestling through it. And I would even call that almost like a counter attack there. You know, Wilson shot, Finesilver defended, and then attacked right away, gets the takedown. Great job doing that.
Final 15 seconds coming up of this second period. Finesilver trying to close it out.
This would be a big escape for Wilson if he's able to get out.
And he does, with 5 seconds to go. The 1 point for the escape. And that'll take us to the final period.
That was a tremendous Granby roll there from T.Wilson. I love the takedown from Josh Finesilver, but that was just as good of an escape there from T.
How about this exchange between these two guys at the end of the period?
Yeah, you see both guys down on their knees, and then Finesilver just wrestles through it, gets the takedown. And here we go, the Granby. Gotta love seeing this. Using the momentum Finesilver was giving him and gets away.
3-1 lead for Finesilver.
Wilson can't wait around too long on bottom here. Finesilver's got over 30 seconds of riding time. He gets away.
Escape there, pulls Wilson to within a point.
And this is where, if you're NC State, you tell Tariq, don't panic, but you got to go after your offense a little bit. If you're just going to stand there with your elbow on your knee, it's going to be a 3-2 final decision in the other guy's direction.
When does Wilson start thinking about making a move?
Again, if I'm him or if I'm his coach, I want him doing it now. You can't be waiting around for the last 15, 20 seconds. That's a dangerous way to wrestle.
Finesilver looking to pick up a win over his second consecutive top 20 opponent. This would be the biggest win for him this season.
It would also put him in the, I think it would put him in the driver's seat in the ACC at this weight class, beating T.Wilson. Now there's still Bryce Andonian of Virginia Tech, but I think if he beats Sherman and he beats Wilson, I think it puts him in the driver's seat. A little scramble going on here.
Wilson trying to get the point. Nothing yet with half a minute to go in the match. Finesilver by 1, trying to hold on.
And Wilson looking to turn around and get the crossface for the 2. He's very close to getting it.
Nothing yet. There's the 2 for NC State with 10 seconds to go. Does Finesilver have another point in him? Finesilver trying to escape with 4 seconds left. A 1-point lead for Wilson.
And they just issued Tariq Wilson a stalling call. I don't know about that. And Pat Papalizio is at the table asking probably, I imagine, the same question.
But just a warning, no points are awarded.
Exactly right. So Tariq Wilson's got 4 seconds to ride him out and he'll win the match. Or Josh Finesilver's got 4 seconds to escape, take it to overtime.
Finesilver looking for the escape, he won't get it. It's Wilson at the end who rallies for the victory. He remains perfect and moves to 8-0. What a match.
Tariq Wilson getting it done late. You see the scramble. He keeps